Right. Sorry we're getting a little bit of a late start tonight. We have joyful little voices out in the hallway. All right. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
We are going to begin by singing Shalom Aleichem on page 142.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch.
What a beautiful way to begin our Shabbat service. Going to share some announcements from the Board of Trustees. This week, our Bima flowers, which are in the sanctuary, if you want to look at them, they're very beautiful. They're in honor of the bat mitzvah tomorrow of Sophie Kate Hamilton. They're from the Fink and Hamilton families. The Lunch and Learn that I am teaching has been rescheduled from, it was supposed to be this past week, but we changed it to November 30th here at Temple from 12 to 1:30. Maybe 11, okay, I think it's 11:30, at 11:30. And on the same day, I am also doing a brief teaching about Hanukkah at the Crescent at 3 p.m. and all are welcome to one or both of those events. And in a few weeks, we are going to be having new member Shabbat on December 1st. So if you are a new member, or if you know of a new member, anybody who's joined since July of 2022, we are going to be doing a special blessing and a dinner after the service. Delighted to share the bima tonight with my clergy partner, Cantor Jen. I'm Rabbi Delson, for those of you who are guests this evening. As we have been doing since October 7th, we are remembering and praying for the healing of those people who are hostages, who are taken hostage in Gaza. And tonight we are especially recognizing this woman named Clara Rose Marmon. She's 63. She's a retired kindergarten teacher, and she works with the elderly, children, and families at risk. And she is famous for her delicious desserts. It's important that we keep these people in our front and center in our minds, and remember that they're not just 240 people, but they are individuals who have been taken from their lives. And so we're inviting her to our Shabbat service this evening and remembering her, as well as all of those who are taken hostage. It's tough to celebrate Shabbat when we have these messages, this message and this ongoing war every single week. But taking this break, taking this day of rest is incredibly important for our physical health and our emotional health and our spiritual health. So I hope you will join with us in singing as much as you can, participating as much as you can tonight as we truly take in the spirit of Shabbat. We might hear some joyful noises out in the hallway, a reminder that Judaism is alive and thriving, and that the next generations are learning and growing, and hopefully going to be continuing on our traditions. So with that, we are going to turn to page 120. I'd like to call up Cheryl and Hank Silverman to light our Shabbat candles this evening. Wherever you are. It's okay. I have the paper right here.
Oh, but do you want me to light the
Sure.
candles first?
Sure, I'll hold on to this. Sure.
Oh, go ahead. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who helps us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Our ancient rabbis offered us a way to get into the spirit of Shabbat, get warmed up for our evening prayers on Shabbat, and they created for us a set of psalms that are here to praise God and also, like I said, warm us up. So we are going to be turning now to page 135. Join together with Romamu. It's the last 3 lines of the Hebrew on page 135.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu lehar kodsho.
Page 135, Lecha Dodi. We will sing together verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And as we get to verse 9, I'll invite everyone to stand if you are able and comfortable and face the doorway.
138.
Oh, I'm sorry, 138.
That's why they're murmuring. Ya la 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 lecha dodi. Ya la 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 likrat kala. Ya la 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 penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat nekavla. Ya la 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 lecha dodi. Ya la 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 likrat kala. Ya la 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 penei Shabbat. Penei Shabbat. בשלום עטרת בלב, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, יא לה לה יא לה 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 חזרי, יא לה 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 לקראת חלה, יא לה 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 בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה, יא לה 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 לחזרי, יא לה 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 לקראת חלה, יא לה 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 בני שבת, בני שבת נקבלה.
Page 145. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, on the ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest my routine set my ways. Join together in the Chatzi Kaddish 144.
יתגדל ויקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא יברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי תכל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן בעלמה, ואמרו amen.
Please rise. Baruch Hu on page 146.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed.
Ahavat Olam on page 150.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta.
be seated. Vahavta on page 154.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Together, inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision for a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations shall be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Page 161. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter and the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Shamru, our song for Shabbat, on the following page.
Shabbat ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש.
Beginning on page 164, we have the Amidah. If you are able, please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'Konei HaKol Ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imachot U'Mevii Geula Livnei V'neihem Le'man Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayei HaKol Atah Rav LaHoshia Umarin HaKashem Mechakel Chayim V'Chesed Mechayei HaKol V'Rachamim Rabim Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim Umatir Hasurim Umekayim Emunato Lishenei Afar Micha Mocha Bal Gevurot Umido Melach Melach Memit Umachaya Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman Atala Chayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei HaKol Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh U'Kadoshim B'chol Yom Yehalalucha Selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated. Page 177. This prayer in the Amidah is all about thanksgiving, about giving thanks for the things that are important in our lives, for the things that we have worked for, alongside the things that just appear for us. And tonight we are going to be singing a version of this prayer called Modim. And it's appropriate for this coming week where we will be celebrating our American holiday of Thanksgiving, hopefully being with people that you are either related to or you care deeply about, where you'll have the opportunity to say what you are thankful for. Cantor.
On our song sheet. For you shine our way. For these many gifts we say, Modim anachnu lach. Modim anachnu lach. Modim. For each and every morning we give thanks. For the changing of the seasons we give thanks. For every dawn awakened, for each sunset we give thanks. Modim anachnu lach. Modim anachnu lach. Modim. For the waves that reach the shore, we give thanks. For the beauty of the world, we give thanks. For every cloud, for every ray of sunshine, we give thanks. Modim anachnu lach. Modim anachnu lach. Modim, modim. Modim. We give thanks. Hatov Shimcha Ulechana Leodot. Modim.
And now that we have given thanks, we offer our prayer for peace, Shalom Rav, on page 178.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol
Misha Berach is our prayer for healing. And in our community this week, we are praying for the healing of Harriet Greenberg, Connie Zemmelman, Kim Kogan, and Sandra Sloan. If you're thinking of someone this week and you'd like to share their name, I would invite you to do so. We'll start on this side of the room. Our words for the Misha Berach tonight are on our handout, Heal Us Now.
Rafa'inu Adonai b'nei Rapha, Hoshienu b'nei Vashaya, El Karov l'chol Parah, Ach Karov l'Re'av Yishor. We pray for healing of the body. We pray for healing of the soul, for strength of flesh and mind and spirit. We pray to once again be whole. El Narifana. Oh, please heal us now. Refuat ha'nefesh, refuat ha'guf, refuat shalema. El Narifana. Oh, please heal us now. Refuat ha'nefesh, refuat ha'guf, refuat shalema. Heal us now. Heal us now. Heal us now.
Take the next few moments for our own personal prayer. Sometimes the words just come out, and sometimes we need a little bit of help. There's some beautiful prayers on page 180 and 181 to accompany us this evening.
Yul ratzon imrei fi. Yul ratzon imrei fi. Ve'hegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri ve'go
It is said that a 10-minute shower uses 25 gallons of water. In the US, it is common for someone to turn on the shower for a while and let it heat up, and then take a leisurely path to cleaning oneself each day. When I lived in Israel, the idea of turning on the water and letting it run was like committing a crime. I heard all the time, water is scarce here. We're in the desert. You Americans with your abundance of water, that is not how you take a shower in Israel. In Israel, a shower is more like this. You turn on the Dud Shemesh, which is like a little knob on the wall, and it's a solar-powered water heater that is prevalent among buildings, and it's this big water tank at the top of a building. You turn it on about 10 minutes before you want to take a shower. You get in and you use one of the handheld shower things to wet yourself. You turn off the water. You shampoo and use all the soap, and then you rinse off as quickly as possible. Water is a scarce commodity. In Israel, it's to be spared and not wasted. And yet, it is a big topic of conversation going all the way back to the Torah. This week in Parshat Toldot, Isaac, the son of Abraham and Sarah, has married Rebekah, and they are on the move. Through many stages in the story of Isaac, he is blessed by God and has amassed great wealth and land, which draws the envy of the Philistines. In retribution, they stop up the wells that Abraham had dug a generation before. The place had become inhabitable for Isaac and his family, so they move on and dig another well called Gerar. But again, they are met with opposition, and they are told that they have to move along. After finding water and digging 2 more wells and meeting opposition, they finally arrive at the final well and find some relief and peace. Earlier this week, our temple president, Joe Rosenberg, and I traveled to Washington, D.C. for the March for Israel, along with about 10 other Toledoans. We were among 290,000 people from all over the country and around the world. It felt like being in an ocean of blue and white, with red, white, and blue also being mixed in. We were tossed around while standing shoulder to shoulder, different, but all the same. 290,000 people as droplets of water, creating a vast sea of support, sharing sadness, sharing in fear, gaining strength and hope. The water metaphor continues. The stated goal of the march were like the wells that they were digging. The march for Israel, the march to bring home the hostages, and the march to fight anti-Semitism. Digging a well is difficult, time-consuming, frustrating, and at the same time, hopeful. I resonated with each of those feelings before and throughout the rally. Before the march, I had this boding sense of ambivalence. Would there be people speaking on stage with whom I vehemently disagree? And then would I be seen there as supporting their statements? Were people going to be up there using derogatory or hateful words against Muslims? Was there going to be callousness at the loss of Palestinian life? Would there be dangerous counter-protests? Didn't I have enough going on at the temple to take 36 hours out of my week to travel to D.C.? These were all of the things that I was thinking about before I left. In addition to the fact that I don't really love rallies and marches, because I often wonder if they actually make a difference. I believe in building relationships across lines of difference, meeting with elected officials, writing emails, and sending postcards to make change. How was this going to make a difference? The difference for me was internal. I sealed my resolve in being publicly proud of being Jewish, standing up for Israeli lives and families that have been uprooted and ever changed by terrorism. It also allowed me to physically act on behalf of our high school and college students who are facing unprecedented anti-Semitism. I also decided to go because I wanted to be able to say in 20 years and 40 years that I marched for Israel when Israel needed us. Now, after the march, I still maintain a little bit of ambivalence. Probably because the entire time I didn't quite feel so connected to our fellow marchers. Aside from Joe and a few Reform colleagues and friends of mine, we found ourselves among the masses. We came from different expressions and experiences of being Jewish. We were standing in the sea of every single student at Yeshiva University wearing a blue sweatshirt. Every single student, I'm pretty sure they sent the whole school. So even though we were among all of the people, there was also a sense for me of loneliness. However, 290,000 people spoke truth to power. Whether in conference rooms in the Capitol building before the march, or during it when the highest levels of power in the U.S. government heard us say that a ceasefire is not an option and that they need to do whatever they can to bring the hostages home. Never in history have 290,000 Jewish people and their supporters descended on Washington like we did this week. It proved to me that we are not, in fact, reliving 1938, which I have heard from many people before, because this time we were protected by the police. We were able to shout, Am Yisrael Chai. We were able to hear Hebrew spoken, listen to Israeli musicians speak out loud and be proud of being Jewish, hearing messages of support from Jewish and non-Jewish members of Congress, hearing messages of support from interfaith leaders offering their words of encouragement. There were also powerful messages from teens and college students about their experiences with anti-Semitism. But just by the fact of them being there, telling their stories, they know that hopefully all of our teens and college-age students here know that they are not alone. Our group of Toledoans began digging the well when we sat down with Representative Marcy Kaptur and her staff in her office. During this meeting, we asked her to continue her support for aid to Israel, to not call for a ceasefire, and we reminded her that there already was a ceasefire on October 6th and that it was breached by Hamas. We shared our experiences with her of anti-Semitism in Toledo and what it feels like to see anti-Jewish and anti-Israel rhetoric on our public streets. We told her how it feels for our families to sometimes be afraid to come to temple and wear their Jewish identity markers in public. We told her how lonely it feels on the University of Toledo campus, where the provost refuses to listen to the pleas of Jewish students and faculty, and that they need to be supported too. We have been digging these wells, and yet we are not done yet. We have more listening to do. We must keep alive the hope and the pressure to return the hostages from Gaza. We need to keep grappling with our connection to Israel when public opinion has turned and press skews against Israel's right to defend itself. And we must not stop up the wells of others denying the humanity and the depth of the loss of Palestinian lives. We do not cheer in the streets when the death toll rises. We do not relish the loss of life, but mourn with the mourners. And yet, I still believe that we must stand with Israel and support its right to exist. The Torah describes the final well that Isaac dug by stating, "He moved from there to there, and they did not quarrel over it. So he called it Rehovot, saying, 'Now at last Adonai has granted ample space to increase the land.'" Rehav, related to the word Rehovot, means wide, something that is open, something that is hopeful. I am hopeful that in the coming days there will be peace in Israel, where water is plentiful, and Israelis and Palestinians will be able to dig their own metaphorical wells and live with expanse and peace. Can you hear at Sown? May it be God's will. Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to turn now to page 586 as we rise for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo samchakenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishachabim u'modim livnei melech malkei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. V'ne'emar Adonai lemelech hakol haaretz bayom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad u'shemo echad u'shemo echad.
Please be seated. Our meditation before the Kaddish is on page 595. It is hard to sing of oneness when the world is not complete, when those who have once brought wholeness to our life have gone. And naught but memory can fill the emptiness their passing leaves behind. But memory can tell us only what we were in company with those we loved. It cannot help us to find what each of us alone must now become. Yet no one is really alone. Those who live no more echo still within our thoughts and words, and what they did is part of what we have become. We do best homage to our dead when we live our lives more fully, even in the shadow of our loss. For each of our lives is worth the life of the whole world, and each one is the breath of the ultimate one. In affirming the one, we affirm the worth of each one whose life, now ended, brought us closer to the source of life, in whose unity no one is alone, and every life finds purpose. In our community, we are remembering two who have been laid to rest in the past 30 days, Charlotte Davis Friedman and Sheldon Kerper. We're also remembering those for whose yahrzeits occur this week: Phyllis E. Baum, Donna G. Becker, Gustav Baer, Rosa Baer, Gary Barron, Henry R. Block, Valerie Cherry Williams, Mort B. Cohn, Peggy Damrauer, Sarah Ginsberg, Sidney Golkin, Irene Goodman, Dr. Joseph Gossman, Samuel Grossman, Al Hahn, Joan Hiller, Cora Hahn Jacobson, Raquel Karasik, Mary Frances Klein, Julia M. Kobacker, Arthur Lebb, Emmanuel Levinson, Dorothy Little, Regina Nathan, Mary Neufeld, Donald Oken, Isidore Pashko, Rose Reifman, Gertrude Rusty Romanoff, Alan Rosen, Charlotte June Rosen, Earl M. Rosengarten, R. William Rosenthal Jr., Joseph Roche, Leo Rothschild, B. Robert Schiff, James Gary Shopnick, Bessie F. Sugarman, Max Schulich, Mary Sigmund, Helene Skutch, James L. Thal, Sam Wasserstrom, and Robert Norton Zanville. If there are others that we'd like to mention this evening, I would invite you to do so now. Words to the Mourner's Kaddish are on page 598. Please rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agalal v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ulamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudisha b'rechu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. May be seated. Our song to close our service tonight is another song for peace, Od Yavo Shalom. The words are on page 657. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol olam. Salam, salam. Salam Aleinu ve'al kol olam. Salam, salam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Shabbat Shalom. Please join us in the hallway for Kiddush and Motzi.